Alright, so now let's just go ahead and we're just going to polish up some of this stuff. Most of I'm just going to finish up the legs, and then we'll start working on the face, okay? I'm doing a generic character here, so yours might be a little bit different. Alright, let's give myself a little more screen real estate here. So I'm going to go back to polygons. I'm going to go to my multi-cut tool. I'm going to hold control. Make sure I got this. I'm going to hold control, and then put it really tight to the shoulder, okay? Like this. Like that. That didn't work at all. Control Z. Really tight to the shoulder. Good. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click. I'm going to grab basically all the inside edges. And you notice it doesn't go all the way around. I'm going to grab those. I'm going to use the Mesh Tools Slide Edge tool. And if I hold Control and Shift, or actually I already have it up here, but there it is. You hold Control and Shift, and that will add it up there. And click on it, sorry. It'll add it up there, okay? But I actually don't need that, so I'm going to go ahead and delete it. I have it right here. What I'm going to do is use your middle mouse button, click and drag left and right, and I'm going to drag it so it goes into the body, all right? Like so. Then I'm going to take this one. I'm just going to take the top part here, kind of pull this up and over. Actually, I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to use my multi-cut tool again, and I'm going to draw one on this side, all right? So basically I have my 3 edge loops for my shoulder. Now I'm going to take these edges, and I'm going to kind of pull them up like so. And I'll grab, I just want the vertice. There it goes. I'll take this, and I'm just going to kind of push this up to make kind of an armpit. Okay. Voila. And then you can shape this better however you want to do it. I don't really care. Alright, same thing here basically. I got to add 2 others on either side. A quick way of doing this is I could grab this edge loop. I could do the multi-cut tool on either side. I could grab the edge loop though, go to bevel, and then instead of doing 1, put 2, and now I end up with 3 there, and I can just change the fraction to whatever I need my elbow to be. So I'll do like that. I'm going to take this, I'm just going to push it back a little bit. Gives me the crease on the inside of the arm, and then the pointed part for the olecranon process on the outside. Now the wrist here I actually want to be on this side of it, so I'm going to go ahead and actually just use the multi-cut tool for that. So I'm just going to add 1 and 2, and I'll just grab this, and I'm just going to scale it a little bit wider this way. Okay, nothing too crazy. This I can go ahead and we go to edges. And I'm going to use the bevel again. I'm just going to put 2 in for my segments. And the fraction I'm going to put in like there. Yours obviously might be different as far as the pull this a little bit this way. And voila. Now I got a knee. Okay. So this gets a little bit funky. So what I'm going to have to do is take these 2 here. I'm going to use my slide edge tool. Alright. And I'm just going to slide. This one. My slide edge tool, I'm going to slide this down so that I get a better thing here. Then I'm going to use my multi-cut tool, and I'm just going to put them on the side here. Right there. Okay. And I'm just going to grab this one, use my slide edge, kind of slide that up. Take these, kind of slide those up. That kind of thing. Take this, I'm going to slide this one down closer to this one, and I'm going to take this one and slide this kind of down this way. I'm not going to worry about the other side because we're eventually going to delete this across anyway. So something like that. I might make it look a little bit nicer. You can do whatever you want to. I also need to have the same thing basically for my Q, W, any of those? Alright, cool. You just do not care. No matter what, it's just keeping that up. Alright, there we go. Come on, edges. There we go. It's weird. It's being kind of non-responsive all of a sudden. So I need to do the same thing here. So I'm just going to go ahead and do bevel. Because for the ball of the foot, make 2 segments. And that's roughly okay. Let's see if it will let me slide all of them down a little bit. Kind of did. Yeah, close enough. Alright. And then I would just take these all and basically polish them up. You may want to add more edges and what have you to make this look a little bit better. Now, let's say, before I get to the face here, let's say I want my character to have clothing, right? The easiest way to go about doing it, so let's say I want him to have a t-shirt. I'll just make it really short. I'll just say it's right where the bicep line is here. It's really simple. Use the multi-cut tool. I'm going to go here, cut really close to the previous one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the inside one. I'm going to scale that out. grab the outer one, scale that in, and voila, you have a shirt. Okay, see, that's pretty easy, or a you know, a thing there. So I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'll just choose where I want the shirt line to be. So we'll say, let's go here. Okay, I thought I was on the multi-cut tool. Maybe I was not. There it goes. We'll just say the shirt line's here. Just kind of low on the butt, but that's fine. Grab this one. I'm just gonna scale it out a little bit wider. The inside one, scale it in just a touch, pull it up just a touch, bam. I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna move this down a little, slide this back down like that, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Use the multi-cut tool, cut really tight to that. Grab this one, scale it out. Alright, take the inside one, scale that in a touch, and pull that up. Okay, good. Alright, so now I have officially put, let's go ahead and do it here too, because obviously it would have a shirt line. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing. I'm just going to go ahead and use this. You can do yours however you want. I don't really care. I'll just scale this where you are. There you are. Bonk. Pull this up a touch. There we go. I'm going to take this one. This one. Kind of weird. Why does it keep grabbing? It's too off. It's weird. Okay. Scale this one in a little bit and go down a little bit. There we go. Actually, I'm scale it back out wide a little bit. There we go. Okay. So there's like shirt lines and stuff, and you can organize that however you want, you know, and you can add more geometry. Now the next issue I'm going to have is this. When I go to hit 3 on this, what you're going to notice is, and I'm going to turn the wireframe on shaded off, is that some of this is fine, but you notice like you kind of lose. So 3 is like if I poly smooth this, which before you render you would. You could see like it's losing the definition, okay, of like the shirt line, that line, you know what I mean? It's not quite, it's soft. So to make those things tight, anything you want really tight, you just have to add more edge loops onto, okay? So I'm just going to go like this. I can either use the multi-cut tool and cut really close, or I can just grab an edge and do, let's say, a bevel. And I will change it to, like, let's say 0.01. That's a little too small. Let's do 0.05. It's pretty tight. That was good. And I'll just do it again. G. And I'm again going to do 0.05. So now you'll watch when I hit 3. Oops. Sorry. When I hit 3, it's now really tight there, because there's really tight edges on top of each other. And I'm basically going to do that to each section that I want super tight. So I'll hit G, because that was the last thing I did. 0.01. Or sorry, 0.05, not 1. That's like too tight. Can't even see it. 5. Alright. And do the same thing here. G. 0.05. And then 0.05 might even be too tight, but I don't really care that much. Alright, 0.05. Not 0.05. Oops, 0.05. And we'll do it to the inside line. G. And, oops, not this one. 0.05. Alright, and to these. G. 0.05. G. 0.05. Good. Now, so those are all pretty obvious. Now, another area you might want to do this actually is down here on the feet, because watch, if I hit 3, sorry, if I hit 3, you see how it gets kind of rounded? Obviously don't want that. Usually want this to be kind of a hard edge. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab this edge loop all the way around. You have to double click multiple times, and we'll do bevel. And again, 0.05. There we go. All right. And now if I hit 3, you'll see that that's nice and hard. And basically I got hard edges on all things I want hard edges, and soft edges on the things I want soft edges. Now I'm doing a really generic thing, so if you need to do anything else, you might have to use the multi-cut tool if the bevel thing doesn't work. You do have a little more control over it that way, but you can see I have a very generic-y looking body that is kind of working. Okay, so that's just hitting 3, the poly smooth, and 1. All right, so whoops. And the next video, let's go ahead and I'm just going to flip this again. So I'm going to go to face, click on this side face, because this is the side of the body I don't want. I'm going to hold shift, double click. Didn't work. Hold shift, double click. There we go. Delete, double click, delete. take this, Control Shift D or Command Shift D, depending on what you have. I'm going to select both, and we're going to do Mesh Combine. Boop. And if you look, you can see some things got moved a little. See how it's a little bit off? So that's a problem. So I'm just going to go to Vertices. Or actually, we're going to do it like this. So I'm going to go to Edges. I'm going to double click this edge, double click that edge. Make sure it goes all, so I get both of them. I'm going to go to front view here. I'm at R, and I'm going to scale it flat. Scale it flat. And then I'm Control right click, and I'm going to go two vertices, two vertices. I'm going to convert my edges to vertices. And I'm going to zoom in where I have really tight vertices to make sure these don't merge together, that they only merge the ones that are on top of each other. And I'm going to go Edit Mesh, Merge, and looks good. They didn't merge. Sometimes these two will actually merge together, and that's not something I want. Okay, good. So now I'll just hit 3 again, and good. So now we have a nicely, flipped model that's looking pretty good. We just need to do the face. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and save this. We should have been saving the whole time. I've been not good about it. I hope you've been saving. Good. All right, and we will do the face next.